What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Morning Coffee with your boy Taco Montana, the boss, with the OG.
Big Meech.
Yeah, we got another edition that's coming up for you. If you're just coming in the house, please, if you're new, hit the subscribe, the like, and the share. Yeah, Meech, we did that video and it's doing numbers, you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for the support.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, and the topic is still Fat Joe. We want to know, should we cancel him? How do you feel about that?
My honest opinion, I'm gonna play good guy.
Right.
I don't think we should cancel him.
Okay.
I just think some things need to be ironed out. You know
Right.
what I mean? As far as that goes, you know what I mean? Just and what I mean by ironed out, I just mean some understanding, because it can be a communication thing. You know what I'm saying? A communication barrier might be there. You know what I'm saying? It's just like some people say words and they deliver them wrong.
Right.
They may come out wrong. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like some of our African brothers, you know what I'm saying? Give you an example, a lot of African people, when they talk, especially if they still have their native tongue coming over here, it sounds like, instead of them talking with you, it sounds like they talk at you.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anybody else had ever experienced that, but I think it may be that, you know what I mean? And so canceling, seeking for understanding, straightening it out.
Okay. So in what form should that come by? Should he do a public apology, or who is he going to meet with, that all of the people will feel as though they accept what he said? So how would that be?
Man, to be honest with you, big homie, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. So he would have to talk to some of the brothers. Somebody would have to get up with him. You know what I mean? And like I said, it has to be somebody there that can mediate it. But yeah, you gotta come to some type of common grounds. Sit down, discuss it. You get what I'm saying? Discuss it, and see what. First, like I said, you gotta see what he recognizes and identifies as. Do he identify with his ethnicity? You know what I'm saying? As far as his like the black side he claims, or does he identify with the colonizers? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And after that, yeah, man, take it from there.
Okay. So what do you think about men who interfere in other men's relationships? What do you think about something like that?
Like far as what?
As far as
what relationship? Friendship or what?
Yeah, I'm saying
in-house.
If you have a relationship between you and a woman, and you're having problems within your relationship, should another man, enter in between that relationship?
Oh, definitely not.
Okay, well,
Definitely not.
since we're talking about that, Fat Joe did that with the Remy Ma. So now we want to go into the Remy Ma and Pat Poose version of the conversation. So what do you think about that?
So that's Pat Poose. That's Remy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was one of our black elite couples. You know what I mean? Next to Jay. You know what I mean? And, Will, Jada, next to a lot of them, you know what I mean?
Right.
But, I don't think she should have done that.
Right.
You left what was already built, something that was already structured and built.
Right.
You know what I mean? To go build something, to try to build a nigga. I mean, excuse me, ain't nothing wrong with it. Females out there helping their men, woo woo, but if you was already in a whole nother situation and you go try to build, I don't know, man, that ain't it.
Right.
That ain't it. You know what I mean?
And so do you think, who would you say is more crucified when they do cheating? Because a lot of people that I spoke to behind the scenes before they were informed, they would have picked that it would have been Pat Poose. And so today they found out that it's not. So what do you have to say about that?
Usually who's most to be crucified in a situation like that is usually well, not really crucified. We usually catch the lash, but not like this.
Yeah.
Not like a viral lash.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? We don't catch that. You get what I'm saying? It may be because, we're men.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's expected from us or whatever. But with the females, I think they get crucified more. And she's been crucified more.
Right.
Because, to be honest with you, because I think she's a female.
Okay.
But not just that, she was found out to be the one who committed the adultery.
Right.
Because they're married.
Right.
They're married. You know what I mean? So it's her who, they figured out and found out that initiated the whole thing. You get what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, so what do you think we could do better, to help other people in our relationships? Because, we're at like a 20% marriage rate, so it's like 80% of us are just, wandering out here. So since we're talking about relationship, what can we do to improve, that in our communities? You don't have like the full answer, but just, your view and what you might think, because, I'm quite sure it take a lot of things for us to actually fix that. But, maybe you might be able to expand on one point of view of yours.
Man, like you said, it's definitely gonna take a whole lot of fixing. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's the same thing. We gotta come to common ground. It's this thing going on right now. I don't know if anybody else has recognized it, but this feminist thing, man. It got our women, man. It got our women looking at us, basically wanting to compete with us.
Right.
It's a competition thing. And it once used to be a thing when women used to just compete with each other, other women outside their home. Like, and what I mean by that, like, all women, a lot of women want, feel good about themselves, look good and things like that, take care of themselves, look a certain way. But it's all into, some women take it a little further, whereas though it was a competition thing.
Mm-hmm.
To compete with other women outside the home.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Not knowing nobody really gave a damn about it, but in their heads, it's a competition thing. So,
Right.
That turned into our women competing with the man in the house.
Right.
Not just with the man in the house, just men all over. Just men, period.
Okay.
Men as a whole, period. You get what I'm saying? So, until we do something about that competition thing, and we gotta come to, you get what I'm saying, equal ground. And God, it's like this. God gave certain privileges to you and certain privileges to women. You get what I'm saying? So until we recognize those privileges and those positions that we're supposed to be playing, man, then it's gonna be like it is. It's gonna get worse. You know what I mean? And I do blame feminist groups for that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, to me, feminists, the people, the raw feminists, women, and they're just against men.
Right.
Anything that got to do with man, they're against it. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna leave it right there. I ain't gonna go no further. I'm gonna leave it right there because you get it. I can keep going, but I don't want to offend nobody. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave it right there. But that's, until then, man. Yeah, it's gonna get worse.
Okay. Yeah. Another topic we want to talk about is some more information came out on the Jay-Z and the Diddy situation, as far as with the person, with the victim. So have you heard anything about it, and what do you think about it from what you've heard? The Jay-Z and the Diddy, about the 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, you say some more stuff came out? Because last night I heard is that I'm still trying, I'm gonna be honest with you, man, from the last second, man. I'm still trying to figure out how this 13-year-old maneuvered got up in there, man. I know women, you know, handle their business and, you know, got their ways, and I'm just trying to figure it out, bro.
Right.
Just like the female with Travis Hunter.
Right. There you go.
How she? Come on, man. She make moves, man. Well, she got to be 35, 36 years old right now. Something like that.
I don't really know.
So what else? You said something else came up? You heard?
You know, just about like her dad saying that he don't recall picking her up there, and some of the things about her in the alley, that's not true, and a house, that's not true. It's like they're saying only one thing that she really knows about Jay-Z, you know, but
Right.
a lot of things that, you know, would tie him into it, you know, she don't know. And,
Right.
you know, they say she has like autism, so, you know, I don't really know. That's why in my heart I wouldn't believe that someone would do that, but hey, I don't know. And it's, again, like you said, they come after you when you start making $1 billion, so
Right.
that's another thing to look at. So that opens up the door back to the conspiracies, because, you know, things don't match up, and why now, and you know,
Right.
so I don't know if it's a shakedown, if it's a, you know, the time that they're shaking down because of allegations, and also Michael Jeffries, who has some of the same allegations, the owner Michael Abercrombie, and you know, he's out, so he's the same thing, but it's hushed, it's under the rug, but everybody else's, you know, that look like us, theirs is on front stage. So what do you think about that, by them putting ours on front stage and his backstage that you don't even know? But yeah, the same allegations, and he bailed out within a few hours after. He posted a bond, he bailed out. But you know, Puffy is sitting there in prison, so I'm not saying he's innocent or guilty. That's for them to handle that, but just someone else with the same things that Puffy has, and Puffy's is freak off, and theirs is sex something, you know, but they're still doing the same thing, you know, but he's free, and Puffy sits in the cell.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm not even familiar with that situation there, but I am familiar with the Diddy situation.
Right.
And let me say this. That guy you're talking about may not be a threat to whatever individual or victim or whatever they're saying he done. He may not be a big threat.
Right.
Diddy, on the other hand, yeah, he's Mr. Nice Guy, and yeah, he's Diddy, party guy. But you know, people will say and look at it a little different. And like you said, just because it looks like this, he may be the threat. Diddy may be considered a threat to some of the victims or to whomever got anything to do with the his case. You get what I'm saying? And that's all I can think of. You know, that's what I can come up with. And also, let me use the left hand, because that was on the right. Let me use the left hand, let me balance it out.
Right.
It could be who you know, your friends, and who's not your. You get what I'm saying? You get what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what it is, man. That's what it is. And I'm not going to flat out say that it's the judge that's doing this, like cause being on, you know, being a racist or something like that.
Right.
No, I'm talking about the victims can come and say, it's just like the streets, bro. You know, victims can come and say anything. If they feel threatened, you ain't gonna get that bond.
Right.
They can come say anything. You get what I'm saying? Especially if they got cases and it's different people testifying, and if they think you got knowledge of them people that's testifying, oh, you not coming? No, You get what I'm saying? That's a hole. That's a hole. I know we from DC. We get holes any goddamn way. Ain't no bonds. No such thing.
Yeah.
We
5-day hold.
5-day on the break for me. I don't. You feel me? But yeah, man, that's all I can come up with, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't think it's not right. Definitely ain't right. But it is what it is, Top. You know what I mean?
That's
That
what it
guy
is.
might not be an aggressor.
Right. Yeah, but the other thing about that too is, see, they hit the brothers with the RICO Act, you know, because of the people who are involved, you know. So he has all of those elements too. So it could be who he know, but he still got other elements, whereas though he might not be considered dangerous, but he still have all the other elements, because R. Kelly was not considered dangerous, you know.
But that's in the high now. What I'm saying, I ain't gonna cut you off.
Yeah, no, good.
See, Diddy and R. Kelly was the same. They had the same eye. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
The good guys. They're the good guys. Good guys. They you know, whatever. But when these cases came up, they got considered as bad threats. These people were saying
Right.
that they were doing malicious things to them, beating them, and the violence
Right,
came
right.
in. They were being violent.
Right.
Now, you get what I'm saying? Once they hit that violent part,
Okay.
is violent involved, not just
Right.
drugs and alcohol.
Right.
It's a whole different situation now.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me water it down a little bit more then. Okay. Bill Cosby. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
how they put him in, and so his wasn't, they wasn't
Violent. Yeah.
but they put him in there later on to overturn it, because that's what I'm saying. I just think sometimes that the court system should be like just, you know, so I'm not gonna put it on the judge. It should be just and be balanced to say, hey, well, the crimes in which whoever have been charged with, this is what the standard of it is, you know, because it will appear that it's biased when you see one person goes in with some of the same things as the other person, and they're not going. That's all I'm saying. It kind of looks and smells that way, because we're not going to say it is. We don't have nothing to do with it, but it just smells that way to some people. So, you know, we always also have to talk about that. That's just all we're saying, you know.
Right, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, so
it's like I said, man, last time we met, man, it's once you hit that mark, man,
right.
you know, it's up.
Yeah.
It's up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They want to see if you're standing up noble, if you're noble, if you're a righteous person.
Right.
They want to make sure you clean.
Right.
You know what I mean? Before you touch them billions and started making them move, you see, with that kind of money, you can make a lot of shit happen.
You can influence.
You can influence, man.
Yes.
And you can billionaires can build other billionaires.
Right.
That's a no-go. Now
Right.
that's when that twist come in with that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? That's when that come in.
Right.
Yeah, man. They don't want that many billionaires looking like this, man.
Well, more coming, because I'm saying we're on the path as well as many more. So they're gonna have a tough time stopping everybody, because it's more coming. You know, Fat Joe. You know, it's a lot covered. They're walking amongst you. You just don't even know who they are. But they're more coming. You know, that's what I see and know. So, is there anything else you want to say? Hold up, before we get to that, we want to thank each and everybody who pushed that video. Thank you.
Appreciate
all the new
that.
subscribers, all of them, you know. Also, when you get a chance, go over to Taco Montana TV and subscribe too. You got some new videos coming up in the new year, as well as we're always gonna bring you this morning coffee. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got something else you want to say to them?
Oh man, shoot, man. Make sure y'all stay tuned in. Morning coffee. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow and like, share, and subscribe to Slingshots and Exotics, Taco Montana TV, the Truckers Club, Lucchini City. You did. But yeah, man. Let's just get into it, man.
Yeah, welcome y'all. We're gonna have a good year. Join the family. Ain't no I in team, so join us. And also pick up the clothes, the Taco Montana collection, by going to Instagram, The Real Taco Montana. And also look out for Slingshots and Exotics clothing line. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.